Hey guys, Ryan here, and welcome to another 5-Minute Message Friday. In this video, we're going to talk about not dwelling on the past. Coming up. Alright, so in today's video, we're talking about not dwelling on the past, and one of the examples or analogies I want to give is how life is somewhat like driving a car. As you can tell, I'm in a car right now, so it kind of fits and makes sense, at least in my head. Anyways, so while you're driving a car, if we're looking backwards, we'll consider that like looking at the past. So if I turned around my head and was looking behind me right now as I was driving, obviously what was going to happen is I'm going to get in a wreck and not reach the destination that we were trying to reach. But what we do have is a rear view mirror. You can't see it in the video, but it's right above here. So the past is something that you can reflect on. So like I have my mirror so I can see what's going on behind me, and it's useful, it's helpful to be able to reflect on what's behind me, but not dwell on it. That's the key here. We're not dwelling on the past. Isaiah 43:18 says that we are to forget the former things and not dwell on the past. Look that up. You can read a few verses before and a few verses after, and that makes sense, but the gist of it is not forgetting the past. Yeah, his name is Isaiah and Elijah. Say hi. Or don't say hi and make this a very awkward pause in the video. Perfect. Alright, anyways, so one of the things I want to mention too about not dwelling on the past is oftentimes we think about we hear it a lot, not to dwell on the past, our past mistakes and the things we did wrong and the things we messed up. But a point that we don't hear very often is that we're not to dwell on the great things of the past either. Those are things that we are to reflect on and remember as well. But if we're still dwelling on our past achievements, our past victories, and we're only focusing on that and not focusing on the future and moving forward, we can still crash and wreck in our life. Now, this is true in my life. For a year, me and my wife had a Christian teen center, a concert venue that we had concerts every weekend, just a safe place for teens to come and hang out, and it was a great season in our life. We had a lot of great ministry time. There were salvations, there was great worship nights. It was just a really great time. Unfortunately, finances ran dry and we weren't able to keep it running after a year. For a while after that, it was really hard for me to not dwell on that, both the victories and the what seemed like failures in that season of our life. But now we are youth pastors, we are worship leaders, and we're into a new season. If I was only dwelling on those things in our past, even the victories, and not looking forward to what God has for us now, we would still not reach the destination where we are supposed to be going. So I know I'm mumbling here a little bit, but the point being is, even the good things in the past, they're okay to reflect on. They're okay to remember past victories. David, when he beat Goliath, he knew that he could beat Goliath because he remembered the times that God delivered him through the lion and the bear in the different seasons of his life. So it's powerful to remember what God has done in your life. It's powerful to reflect on those seasons in the past to where God showed up and showed off. But even then, you can't only focus completely on the past. It's only there to reflect on. So just wanted to leave that word with you today. Whether you've made mistakes in the past, which obviously you have, everybody has, but if you're focusing on those and not moving forward, I want to encourage you today to keep moving forward and to press on towards the goal that God has called you to, and leave you with that. Thanks guys, have a good week. See you next Friday.